every hour. For all the details, go to askingradio.com.
Hello, my Cludy. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know. The wait is over. 98.5 Speed FM.
Catch us if you can.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And now, here's your host,
King James.
It's been welcome to the show for everyone. This is Extra Speed on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. And I'm King James YiYE. It happens here every day. But of course, I'm not alone. I'm with
Memshima King.
Right. So on Extra Speed this morning, if you're watching us on Facebook, which we're also streaming live, I'm holding a copy of Asking Radio broadcast license. So they actually gave it to the mother company. So it's from the National Broadcasting Commission, established by the Act, the NBC Act of 2004, Laws of the Federation. So we have a broadcast license. This is to certify that Asking Media Limited, having satisfied the conditions laid down by the National Broadcasting Commission, is hereby granted this license to operate an FM radio broadcasting service, in Makurdi, Benue State, and the call sign is Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, transmitter power 2 kilowatts. So these are some details, but the most important thing here is this day, that's this 5th day of August 2022. So the license is 2 years, and that's what we're holding here. And it was the same month that we went on air. So sometimes it takes nearly 2 years for licensees to go on air. So for us, it's something that we were ready for, and we were online about 8 years earlier before we got this license. And so we've been on air since August 23, 2022. So license is 2 years today. I'm saying 5 years. It's given for a period of 5 years, actually. It's given for a period of 5 years. So yes, it is 2 years today, but we went on air officially as approved by the NBC on the 23rd day of December, August 2022.
Yeah.
So going on air on the FM will be 2 years in about 18 days from now.
Yeah, 18 days.
Yeah, 18 days from now. But the license is exactly 2 years today. What do you have to say?
Congratulations to us. I'm proud of us, how far we've come. This has been our dream.
Yeah.
And it's here finally, and we'll soon be marking our 2 years anniversary. So congratulations to us in advance.
Great. So license 2 years on air on the 23rd of this month.
Yeah.
So you can be part of this and call 08084275464. That's 08084275464. So why are you calling? perhaps to congratulate us. And we're going to talk about our difference between mainstream media and conventional media. A caller is here already.
Oh, really? So, hello, good morning.
Yes. KiNG James and Madam, I salute.
Oh, thank you so much.
Happy New Week.
Thank you. Happy New Week to you too.
May God bless you.
Right, so I think you should,
adjust a little bit.
Use another network perhaps, so just stay somewhere else and call. Okay, so 2 years of our radio license, and today exactly, it was given on the 5th of August. Okay, so another call.
Okay, hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, your name and where you're calling from?
I am Viashima Steve calling from Northbound.
Okay, Viashima, go on.
I just on my radio now and I heard it talking of the celebration of the 2 years anniversary.
Yes.
Yes, I have attempted to call you people on several times to speak on this.
Okay.
But yes, the time was not given to me.
Oh, sorry.
You know, when I went to Bida and even in Abuja, in Brilla FM, they celebrate each year, like Callers Association. So this kind of anniversary, if you opt to celebrate it each year, we the callers, the fans, have to come and enjoy with you people. So I don't know how you go want it or how you go think of it, that at an occasion like this, the anniversary with the Callers Association will make it and then come over there and celebrate with you people.
Okay, we've heard it. Okay, thank you, Viashima, for calling.
Yeah.
So our team is listening. Let's see how they can plan that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because license is 2 years exactly today. It's effective today.
Yeah.
But the radio itself, that's going on is 2 years in 18 days.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Network problem.
Yes.
We thank God it will be over.
Amen.
Good morning once again.
Yeah.
I congratulate Speed FM
Thank you.
Thank you.
for going to clock 2 years registration and every other thing. One thing I love this station is because you start early and you get your goals. You get good results. You get what you want. When you talk about presentation, the radio is presenting very well. You can see how KiNG James gets his foreign news and live from those places. It is a wonderful thing. It is. I continue asking, how manage? You will stay here, you get from Israel, you will get from America, you will get from all these places, and it will be lively. So I congratulate you, keep it up.
Thank you.
And I believe by the time you will reach 10 years, it would have been a wonderful thing for radio, Speed FM. So I want other people. This is just a private one. I want the government one, radios, to speed up like the way you are speeding up. And at the end of the day, it will be a joy to us. Congratulations. May God bless you.
Thank you
as you
so
continue.
much. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
very much.
Emeka.
Okay, so we'll be looking at, what the license means, and we'll also be looking at conventional media versus social media, because people don't know the difference actually. But these are the things that will be happening. But the calls keep coming in.
Okay, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Fine, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Mr. Amos Amo.
Okay, Mr.
I'm calling from Agan, Makwi local government.
Okay, Mr. Amos, go on.
Yes, first of all, I want to tender an apology for what happened the other day when I called and I was a bit upset.
Okay.
Yes. Now, I want to, as a matter of fact, congratulate you for attaining 2 years. I also want to thank you for a wonderful broadcast.
Thank you.
In short, you people are wonderful.
Thank you.
The sky is your limit. I love the way you manage your programs. I love the way you involve everybody in the family in your broadcast. In fact, you people are wonderful.
Keep it up.
you.
The sky is your limit.
All right,
Thank
thank
you so
you,
much,
thank you, Amos. All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, so we'll be looking at social media versus conventional media, and first we're talking of radio license here. But for social media, nobody gives you a license, do they? You
They
just
don't.
buy your phone,
Get your phone, get your data, and
and then you can fire
I'm
whatever you
telling
want.
you.
Nobody's controlling you.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that's
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, the radio wizardess.
Good
And
morning.
Shima King.
Morning.
Good morning, the radio wizard, King James YiYE.
Good morning.
Yeah,
morning.
the engineer Sunday Akpa from
Yeah.
Nobak
Yes,
on the line.
morning, Engineer Sunday.
I'm just celebrating as if I'm a member of the family.
You
You
are.
are. You
I
are.
know.
Yeah.
Congratulations. In fact,
Thank you.
your output has been high tech. You have been superlative. Your presentation, everything, and even your togetherness, husband and wife working together seamlessly. You know, the work many people think it cannot happen. You know, is so exemplary, and your ability, King James, to translate utopian idea to concrete realities is unprecedented.
Thank you.
So I wish you well, and I believe that you are going to attain higher heights. You know, keep on entertaining us, keep on educating us, keep on informing us. God bless you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you. All right. So 2 years. This license was signed on the 5th of August. Funnily enough, it is effective February of 2022. But it was signed on the 5th of August.
August.
Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. This is Hart calling from North.
Hi, Hart. Good morning.
Good morning, King James. It's been a while now.
Yes.
Hi to everything.
Yeah, very well. Thank you. Are you in the class? Summer class?
No. I'm in the market right now.
Okay.
So early.
Yeah. So Hart,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on.
yeah.
We're 2 years, and we're looking at certain things like. Just go on. So
Yes,
noisy.
I want to congratulate you for your 2 years license. And
Thank you.
I want to send my shout out to you and your wife for giving us a great presentation.
Thank you.
And furthermore, how about Susan? It's been long since Susie. I heard Susie voice on the radio this time. I really miss her a lot.
So Susie has been moving from UK to Spain. Her parents are in Spain, so she has just been moving from England to
that's
Spain.
right.
Yeah. So
I
she is
remember the last
missing you
time I
guys.
chatted her up on Facebook.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
yeah,
she's
she said
missing
she's
you
in
guys
Spain.
as well. But of course, so we'll let her know she's listening. So Susie needs to come
Yeah.
back and do.
Yeah.
Susie and this guy, what was his name?
JC.
Yeah.
And Rick D's.
Rick D.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Rick D's
Alright,
is
that's-
74 years, and he's been presenting since the 1980s. So
Wow.
A great
Wow,
guy.
it's a good deal. I'm missing a lot. I'm missing all the show. And I also miss your show, your 90s, top 10 90s playlist.
did
Yeah,
you travel?
yeah, actually. I
Okay,
traveled.
but it's
And then,
askingradio.com. Anywhere you are in the world, you can listen to us.
well, my shout out to all Action Radio fans. And
All right, thank you, Hart.
you guys represent. I actually miss you guys a lot.
Thank you.
God
Maybe
bless
you
you.
back we're here.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks
then.
for calling.
Yeah. Okay, so we are actually celebrating this 2 years of this license when it was signed. That's the date it was signed. But also looking at things like, okay, so license, mainstream media, conventional media like ours needs a license. But of course, we are saying that the difference between this mainstream or conventional media and social media is social media. You just buy your phone.
Yeah, just you buy your phone and you get your data, just as we said, and then you can post whatever you want to post, say whatever you want to say, and then people follow you, whether you are giving them false updates or the truth. People just follow you, and they just apply what they see on social media to their real life, But yeah, that's just it.
So the disadvantage there is, as you said, people can say whatever they want on social media, and people tend to just follow them, and there is no verification on anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just come there, say what you want, then people just follow you. You can spread rumors and all of that. But here is a license that the process is huge before you get to this stage of getting a radio license. For 5 years, within the 5 years, the NBC is monitoring you. If you don't do anything good enough to deserve renewal, then so be it. You are not going to, And so these are the things. So we even wanted to look at something like, the rumor thriving. For instance, subsidy removal and the protests going on around the country. The main thing was the president must address us. And then he actually addressed the nation. And after that,
people are not satisfied.
Yeah, people are saying he didn't say this, he didn't say that. And that is social media. Because I don't think any mainstream media that work towards getting a license like ours would simply just sit and say he didn't say anything. Even if you bring an analyst, political analysts, human rights activists, whatever they call them, public commentators, as they call them, and they come on your radio and they're trying to say something different. It is your duty to actually bring them back
on. Of course.
I have a caller here.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mama.
Morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
I am Mike Nyam from Judges Quarters.
Okay, Mike. Go on.
Good morning, King James.
Good morning, Mike Nyam.
My brother, congratulations.
Thank you, my brother.
I just want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
For the great job you are doing for us here. For us, your fans, we're proud of you.
Thank you.
We pray that may the good Lord continue to give you more strength.
Amen.
To be able to do this job.
Amen.
2 years, going with what you are doing out there is marvelous.
Thank you.
Prayer is let the good Lord continue to provide the necessary resources and means.
Thank you.
To be able to do the great job for us.
Amen.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Amen.
James and Madam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so goodwill messages coming in from people. 2 years of 24-hour broadcast. It's not easy. Honestly, it's not, but we have done it and we're still doing it, so that's a good one. So it's 2 years of Asking Radio's license signed on the 5th of August 2022. It's actually effective February of the same year, 2022, but signed on the 5th of August. And we started on the 23rd of August, 2022. So we are just gliding into 2 years of 24-hour broadcast here. And it's with people who listen to us and contribute almost every day. Yeah, so it's a good one and a wonderful one to all of you for the encouragement and all of that. So beyond that, we are also looking at mainstream media like ours. If you like, you can say Asking Radio versus Facebook. So on Facebook, it's just a group of friends, known and unknown, and then they just get an app. The app comes with a phone. Yeah, it comes with the phone. So as you are buying the phone, you have the right to just say whatever you want to say. So people sit and just say anything.
Yeah, they do.
They don't look at, because we are not looking at anybody. We don't look at anybody. We're talking, but we know that people listening are responsible citizens, and we have a license, a broadcast license, to take care of their needs, inform them, entertain them, and educate them. Like Engineer Akpa, said, he knows the functions of the mass media. So we are doing that. So when you call 08084275464, you can ask questions about radio licensing, all of that, and then congratulate us if you don't have so much to ask. But if you want to, it's something that can go on and on, maybe series for the whole week. We'll be talking about this because it's so much to talk about here. So licensing here in Nigeria is given by the National Broadcasting Commission with approval of the President. So the license is signed by the Director General of the NBC, but it's approved at the table of the president, before you do terrestrial broadcast. So there are so many tiers of broadcasting anywhere in the world, but in Nigeria here, we have the public broadcasting. Public, everybody knows that it's government owned. It's for people, so it's people owned, not government
Not government owned,
Yeah, like the BBC is funded by the taxpayers' money directly. So that's a public broadcaster. The ones here that are owned by the federal government and state governments and some local governments, but the local government is not considered government owned in most cases, but we'll get to that. And then the next one is the commercial broadcasting, and that's where we belong.
Yeah.
So the license is expensive for commercial broadcasting.
It is.
And we are supposed to be making money every second.
Every second. Wow.
Yeah, it's supposed to be running for 24 hours and paying huge amount of money to get your radio license. As a commercial broadcaster, we're supposed to be making money.
Yeah.
And the money doesn't necessarily have to come from Lagos. It should come from here as well, because very little things that you're doing, you can also announce them here. Buy a close card, do announcements. You want to meet with friends and all of that. The association meetings. You have a product, a school. That's how.
Birthday wishes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then the other tier is the community broadcasting. So that one is commercial free and is given to communities. And if you see what we're reading on our license here, the engineering details or the technical details, like transmitting on a 2 kilowatts transmitter maximum on a tower height of 150 feet.
Wow.
That's about it should be 150. It's 150. Let me take it in meters. About 76-80 meters tower above the sea level. That's the ground level up there. Let me not go into sea level, ground level details. But that's what it is. Those are few of the requirements. There are more other technical and engineering details there. Because first you need to give feasibility study.
Yeah.
So are we going too technical?
I think we are, because some of our listeners might.
Okay, so let them just call and congratulate us. Yeah. Okay, so call 08084275464. That's 08084275464. If you want an answer to those technical details, then you can ask me. For now, just congratulate us.
Yeah.
2 years on air.
Yeah.
And if you also know the difference between social media and asking radio, which is a mainstream conventional media, then you let us know as well. We are also live on Facebook, so you can drop your comments here. And I think there are comments here. This one is coming from Wedi Patezwa Bernard. Good morning, Memshima King, the radio queen.
Good morning.
Good morning, King James Yiye, the radio queen. Yeah, I'm the radio queen as well. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, good listeners across the globe. Yeah, starting with greetings. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so people can call and ask questions or simply just congratulate us. But so we are saying that the general feeling you have on social media, for instance, after the broadcasts by the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that's His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on the nationwide protests. He did this broadcast yesterday, which was Sunday.
Yeah.
And people simply on social media, they simply come and say he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
How would you say he didn't say anything? Go on.
Okay. That's what I was also thinking about. I feel the reason why people on social media, they give, this thing started way back. And I think the reason was because radio was dying. There was no more information like that on radio. Back then you could get news on when your WIEC result is coming out, when JAM is coming out, and all of that. All those updates were on radio. You could get them. But now people tend to rely on social media for that information. And people are just on social media, they're not actually looking for clicks and comments. That's all they are looking for. So we have so many faceless people on social media that are given this information, whether it's true or false. People are following, the crowd they are following. So I feel maybe there should be a regulation. Maybe if you are a radio owner, maybe you should also be licensed, to also have a page on social media where you can also share information which are authentic, But with that way, I don't really think we'd be having false information on social media, because there are so many things going on social media that is really pathetic. Watching Sky News this morning, I think one of the people on Sky News, I think one of the analysts, they were saying something. They were like, people on social media should be very careful, with what they post now, because they are misleading people to go ahead and do things that are not actually good for the community and for the country again. So
like the riot across the UK.
Exactly, So I just feel maybe there should be a new regulation, and people should not really have access to social media to just post whatever they want to post.
Well, that's why it's called social media. But I think people ought to know the difference. So as you are saying, you have an Asking Radio page on Facebook. So whatever comes from that page is the same as the regulation here. You have a reputation here. You have your license to protect. You have everything. License is for 5 years. If you violate any of the National Broadcasting Code, which is what we have here, Nigeria Broadcasting Code, the 6th edition, you have it here. NBC reviews it every now and then. So if you violate any of those things, misleading people and passing out false information, even on your social media handle, you are still licensed. That is you representing yourself.
Exactly.
There. I think the difference is you just want to reach out to people who may not have access to radio and who are not in the city where you are. But of course, you represent yourself.
Exactly.
So, for instance, if you go to the 9th paragraph of the president's speech, if you listen to him, let's just play it, because part of the protest was about subsidy, and then people just say he didn't say anything, but that he took time there, beginning from that 9. I mean, he may have said something earlier, but just looking at 9, where he actually mentioned subsidy. Let's listen.
For decades, our economy has remained anemic and taken a dip because of many misalignments that have stunted our growth. Just over a year ago, our dear country, Nigeria, reached a point where we couldn't afford to continue the use of temporary solutions to solve long-term problems for the sake of now and our unborn generations. I therefore took the painful yet necessary decision to remove first subsidy and abolish multiple foreign exchange system, which had constituted a noose around the economic jugular of our nation and impede our economic development and progress.
Right. So he goes ahead to so what he's saying there in essence is that the economy for decades, everybody knows what decades is, tens.
Yes.
So
that's the best way to explain it, actually.
Okay, tens times the number that, whatever. So you can say from 1960, 10 years, decades, So he's saying that for decades, our economy has remained anemic and taking a dip because of many misalignments that have stunted our growth. So we were not growing economically, because of certain things that, because of anemia, according to him,
Why you laughing?
Is the way he described it. So he's saying that just over a year ago, our dear country Nigeria reached a point where we couldn't afford to continue the use of temporary solutions to solve long-term problems for the sake of now and our unborn generations. So you and I know that the truth is, yes, measures come from government, other governments, just short-term measures to take care of something like subsidy. It simply means government is paying for you, and it continued that way. So for how long? So perhaps that's what the president is saying. That's why he says, I therefore took the painful yet necessary decision to remove fuel subsidies and abolish multiple foreign exchange systems, which had constituted a noose around the economic jugular of our nation and impeded our economic development and progress. So everybody knows what a noose is. It's like you tie a rope like this, and that space in between that you put on somebody's neck. It simply means you are going to hang them. So he's describing our economy, that was the stage it was, and it was not breathing well again. So he had to take that decision. Now, if you go to the next thing he says there, he is actually painting a picture that it was beyond Nigeria. This is what some people don't even know. Maybe we should listen to him.
Okay.
These actions block the greedy and the profit that smugglers and rent seekers made. They also block the undue subsidy we had extended to our neighboring countries to the detriment of our people, rendering our economy prostrate. These decisions are made were necessary if we must reverse the decades of economic mismanagement that didn't serve us well. Yes, I agree. The buck stops on my table. But I can assure you that I am focused fully on delivering the governance to the people. Good governance for that matter.
Right. So it's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. And we're celebrating 2 years of our license. And we're also looking at the difference between mainstream media and social media. So what the president is saying there is that subsidies were not just within the country, but neighboring countries. So we were breastfeeding them. And our milk was drying up. We were just suffering.
I think I want to try and think like an average Nigerian. I feel maybe Nigerians, we need explanation for each step our president is taking. You understand? That's what we need. Like if you say, okay, you want to remove fuel subsidy, maybe you should tell us ahead, okay, what are we going to see the suffering and all of that? What is it going to imply? And all of that. I feel that's what they wanted, that explanation, you understand? Because most people don't even know what fuel subsidy is. They just stay and they just scream and just say, bring it back and all of that.
So I think what I can say on that, we are moving. We just brought in a little bit of that because of to compare social media. But what that means is that you and I, there are certain decisions here. For instance, people are enjoying Speed FM. For instance, a lot of people have us 24 hours, and we within these 2 years, just one day around 2 a.m. We did a little bit maintenance within 30 minutes or thereabout, and somebody said they cried because why were we off air? He said they wanted to call and ask us if we were sleeping. So that is how it is. But they don't know what you go through. For instance, we have transmitters on the same tower. We have 2 sets of antennas. That's dipoles. So that when you are switching from one transmitter to the other, nobody feels any break in transmission as it was common with radio stations. Sorry for that break in transmission. It was due to power failure from NEPA. We grew up.
Is it NEPA now?
Yeah, it was. It's always NEPA. We just want it to be NEPA. NEPA is nationwide, so all those JE whatever, So we grew up to listen to hear all of that. It became normal, but for us, nobody has heard that on Asking Radio. Would you say
and
that is normal?
They wouldn't hear it.
And they wouldn't even hear it.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
My name is SK Tenas Amkange. I'm calling from High Level.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this opportunity. First and foremost, I want to congratulate you on your 2-year anniversary of the license. And I'm looking forward to the big deal on the 23rd of August when you'll be celebrating 2 years again, full-time
On
services on radio.
Yeah.
You'll be doing a great job.
Thank you.
I have tried to refrain myself from joining the conversation on the president's speech.
Yes, you can
Except
leave
in
that
some
one.
small private circles, but it came up this morning, so we just got to discuss it.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I want to bring it to all of us that it is not for the average Nigerian. It is indeed the duty and obligation of government to explain policies ahead of time to prepare the citizens mentally to fit in and key into that program. Because if the citizens don't buy into the program, they are likely to protest, just like what we have now. If the president and indeed the government of Nigeria in earlier times had explained all of this, had also suggested ways to which the subsidy money will be channeled to, and even anticipated the challenges that we have now and told us that, see, this is what I'm going to do, but this is what we are going to go through in the next 9 months, 18 months, 24 months, our people will be prepared. Challengingly, Mr. President failed to tell us what he's going to do about the cost and the size of his government.
Okay.
At the executive level, at the judicial level, at the legislative level. All of them are taking monies that ordinarily can be channeled into other areas that can benefit Nigerians better. There is no reason, and indeed no reason, I emphasize, for all members of the National Assembly to be driving 160 million naira cars.
Okay. So let's come back to 2 years and let's leave let's leave that discussion, because I was going to ask, are you married with children?
Yes.
Okay.
I am married.
Do you take them out
I've
to all
got
those?
kids.
Do you take them out to these eateries in town when there is money?
Do I what?
Do you take them out to the fast food eateries, those joints in town sometimes?
Yes, but not often.
Okay.
Exactly. So now, if you want to explain that policy, because not often, I know the reason, so I don't need to ask you. So if you want to explain that policy to your children ahead, they may actually revolt. So sometimes you just keep...
The truth is, King James, I live a life that marvels many people, including my very close friends.
Yeah.
As we speak, I'll explain every move I'm going to make to my kids before that, especially when it's going to affect their well-being.
Yeah.
And I have an idea of what I do my kids.
Yeah.
Even the schools they go to, I explain to them the reason why they have to go to such schools and the reason why I will make everything possible to ensure that we pass through this patch for them to be in school. So it's not even a matter of an issue, which is, to me, very, very secondary.
Yeah. Okay. So...
Okay, my kids have not been to Chicken Republic. That is the new rave in town. They've not been there.
It's
and it's not a big deal to them.
Yeah, I mean, you are like us. I mean, we don't even give them junk, so they don't even tell
you
them
need to explain to... See, and that is what I wanted to say. You see,
okay, so let's leave
the
the policy. Let's come back to our 2 year anniversary. We have congratulated us.
Yeah, 2 years. You've been doing fantastically well.
Okay, so let me ask you this question before you go. If we tell you that we don't want to do 24 hours again because you don't deserve it, would you be happy?
You don't want to do what? Sorry, I didn't get that clearly.
If we decide to say, okay, we are not going to do 24-hour service again because you, the listener, don't deserve it, would you be happy?
If you don't want to broadcast 24 hours?
Again, yeah?
Wow. It's going to be a big challenge. But again, I will also need to factor the current economic situation and...
Anyway, we're not even going to say that, so we're going to continue. All right, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's not you are talking, brother. It's not you are talking.
Exactly.
Because sometimes I get to your station until I don't know when I go off to sleep.
Oh, wow. That's
And then
nice.
suddenly,
I understand.
come on.
Yeah.
I like that you are not going to stop.
No, we're not going to stop. Thank you very much.
Yes, because I keep bragging to my friends outside of the state that there's a radio station in my state that runs 24 hours.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I was just even thinking about that too.
That's good. All right, so thank
Thank
you
you
very
so
much.
much, Dana.
All right.
Thank you. You guys have done a great job. 2 years.
Thank
Very
you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. Okay, so sometimes that is how it works. 24 hours, everybody enjoys it, brags about it. Now, if you decide on certain without informing, they will feel bad naturally.
Yeah.
But our intention was not necessarily to analyze the president's speech. It's just that generally on social media, if you never had the opportunity of listening to him, they will simply tell you that he didn't say anything. So we are trying to put conventional media side by side, social media, especially that we are celebrating our license today and trying to bring the difference forward because we are licensed to actually balance everything. It's extra speed going to Facebook. Woody Pates Mubena says, King James, he is the radio wizard.
Okay.
It was an error. He said I was the radio queen. Yeah. I accepted it. Teokla Samuel says, good morning to you, King James. I'm a fellow listener of Asking Radio. I don't have much to ask or contribute this morning, but just to say a very big congratulations
Thank
to
you.
you and your dear wife.
Oh, thank you.
The number one queen of Asking Radio. More blessings.
Thank
Right.
you.
Wadipa goes ahead to say the president said so many things, but at the same time said nothing because you cannot give your child Gary when he or she is crying for rice. Nigerians are asking Mr. President to bring back fuel subsidy, bring fuel price down to at least 200 naira per litre and diesel 500 per litre, bring down the high electricity tariff. This can reduce the hardship we're facing. Yeah, we can say that, but perhaps they know more than we do. It's just like people, when we are doing a program, people say we should make it more than an hour. The adjective program, people always say more than an hour. And we have reasons why we can't do more than an hour at a time. So these things are not as easy as they are said.
Yes, yeah.
By the way, we are not analyzing the president's speech because that alone will take a number of
I think
days.
people have so many things to say.
Yeah, it will take a number of days. That speech is of more than 20 minutes and about so many paragraphs. So nearly 40 paragraphs. So you can't even analyze it and finish because everybody will interpret it the way they want. We were just bringing it to say that, look, for you to say he didn't say anything, he indeed said something.
Yeah, thank you very much. You have my back online.
Thank you. I was even thinking about you.
Yeah. Seriously, even though we are not analyzing the president's speech, let me just say something. See, I'm a very frank person, and I'm never given to sycophancy. But I dare to say that the president's speech addressed everything. It was very incisive, it was comprehensive, it addressed every concern that the protesters are raising. People are saying, bring back fuel subsidy. I don't know, Nigerians forget too much in a hurry. They have given the explanation that people would not supply fuel and they were being paid. That we're using our resources to subsidize this fuel and they're being taken to neighboring countries. Are we supposed to be catering for Niger, Cameroon, and all these neighboring countries? I said that. Even I said the other day, even during the fuel subsidy, we didn't have fuel. There was scarcity. I went buying fuel from black marketers, even more than 1,000 per liter. I've been driving car for many years, so I know these things. So patience is the key. Let me give this man patience. I know a little patience. Let's see what will come out of all this is economic blueprint. You ask somebody just that whether he's married. I knew where you were going. Even in our family units, they are the head of the family to take care of your wife and children with divergent opinions. It's not even easy.
It's not.
Conquest of the whole Nigeria. You are talking positive. Some people are going carrying that thing, hacking down the towers. People are doing other things and all this and that, trying to make sure that nothing good comes out of Nigeria. Please let us be patient. Let us be patient. Nigeria is a blessed country. We are going to read the Eldorado very, very soon.
Right.
I'm an optimist, So thank you very much.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
All right, so that's that. Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. If you come to Benue, it looks like we shouldn't even be talking about that at all, because we are good people, law abiding.
good people.
Yeah, we are. We
Yeah.
are not protesting. We are fine. We have the patience already, and that's just what it is. Good people, yeah. So we were just trying to look at social media versus mainstream media and trying to see how fake news spreads, because one person, they just say what they want to say, and then people just keep.
Yeah, they buy into it so much, this fake news. I don't know why they buy into this fake news too much, and you see some people come on radio and even on TV to analyze what they see on social media, and it's so pathetic. They don't go out to even verify if these news are correct. It's pathetic.
So the other day, you and I were, we were just watching national TV, private TV, and they had a former governor, an ex-Labour leader. And they were saying something, and unfortunately for them, he was telling them that, look, you have your reputation.
Exactly.
You are licensed to say the truth. You said in my state this and this and that happened. And then he said, but it was on your channel that you said it. And then they were saying, no, we reported what happened. And then he asked back, are you not supposed to verify what happened?
Yes.
So to me, he actually made people who are supposed to be professional broadcasters, he made them look stupid.
Just as I said, they are just relying on what they see on social media. Nobody's actually going out there to fetch the authentic news or to see what's happening. They just rely on what's on social media, and that's all. They just.
So that was what actually killed the mainstream media, and it's still killing it. Because people coming on radio, a whole lot of things are happening wrongly. You open phone lines, you ask people to call you, ask for a song, and when they now ask you for that song, you are sounding like, why did he ask me? He knows that we are not supposed to have it. So why did you ask them to call you? So a whole lot of things going on, wrongly. But of course, we're here and doing radio differently. And we'll continue to do that. It's Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can. And 2 years of our license. And of course, 2 years on the radio. That's on FM. It's going to come in 18 days. 18 days, yeah. Yeah,
so 18 days, yeah.
We'll be counting down almost every day. We'll be talking about, because so much to say. I'm sure Engineer Kwa is still wishing that some people should call and ask some questions.
When our caller Tina called, it just Sunday came into my head, because he keeps on saying that there is no pain. There is no gain without pain. That's what he keeps on emphasizing. There is no pain without gain. So I just feel we should be patient a little bit as Nigerians, and let's just see how the outcome of this administration would be or look like,
Right. So ours is a commercial radio license and issued to Asking Media Limited. And then the call sign is Asking Radio Speed FM. Put our frequency Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. So this alone, the call sign is registered at the Ministry of Trade and Investment. So you register the call sign, you register your logo, so it's patented. So that is why you have only this one. It's registered. So these are a few things that people may want to know, except they just want to sit and listen to radio and don't know the behind the scenes of getting a license and how it's done. That would be fine. Otherwise, when you see Speed FM, it's a logo. It's been registered. It's a trademark.
Yeah.
The Trade and Investment, they have a trademark registry there. That's how all these things are done. And then we have also mentioned public broadcasting, which is a tier of license broadcasting, which is the government owned. Then the commercial broadcast, which is the one like Asking Radio. Then the community, which is in Benue, we have one. We have Choice FM.
Yeah, okay,
Community.
That's true,
in
that's
Oju.
true, yeah.
That's a community radio. Then the campus radio stations also fall under that category, because ideally BSU FM, for instance, which is what we have in Makode, is supposed to broadcast within the university community. It's for training purposes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they still come here.
Yeah, they come here too. That's what I wanted to also say, that we've really done so well for ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, we've had IT students here that we've trained. We've had people that have come here to...
You remember the schools? Can you remember where they have come from?
BSU, MKA, Taraba State University.
Yeah.
Then Kano.
University of Jos.
Yes, Ebonyi. Kefi.
Yeah.
We have some from Nasarawa. Yeah.
That's
then
the Federal Poly. Yeah.
Then where again? So many places, Bauchi.
Yeah, Bauchi, yeah.
So many. They've come here for their IT, and we've actually opened a lot of people, the ones that they felt like, okay, they would just want to just remain quiet, nothing can get into their head. But you see them before they leave here, they start talking, they start conversating with people, you know. So
yeah. So, but one question we're going to ask Engineer Akpa is that if you can call back, we have little time left. So IT is different from what we are doing. We're training them, and do you think we should continue doing that for free, Engineer Akpa? If you can answer, because
don't you think that should be our own personal?
No, let him answer us as well.
Okay.
Let him say something before we go. Because you see, the experience here is not supposed to actually be given free. When you go on IT,
yeah, at times you see the unseriousness in them, especially when this thing is free, you know, and you see the unseriousness in them, and you're wondering what's the future of these children. You know, nobody wants to be serious and all of that.
But they go back with something.
Yeah, they do.
Then
they do.
They keep saying it's when you come here that you get the training.
You get the training,
that you don't get at the university level up to master's
and
level.
they also refer people.
Yeah, so they keep coming, but the numbers are huge. And so should they keep coming for free? Maybe he can tell us if he doesn't want it. Let's not ask him to say it on
exactly.
air. You can call after the show. So 2 years of our license signed exactly this day 2 years ago, on the 5th of August 2022. But the tricky thing there is that the effective February actually.
Yeah.
So our license is all the way from February of 2022 to 2027, the first 5 years. That's how it's going to be, but we're celebrating it today. And we'll be doing this for this month of August, is special to us. Memshi,
okay,
time to
month.
say, yeah, time to say bye.
Okay, bye.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
She higon kahu atankro yin pepe. Number one na vesisha asking radio TV. Ma kamo wa wene otwe hwandi. Zane hemeno ngwa asking radio. Mso ne kiki.
As King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
Asking Radio News on the mobile app, on smart speaker, online at askingradio.com and on radio on 98.5 Speed FM. It's now time for Asking Radio News.